Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. Can the amount of salt in your diet affect your blood pressure? In this video, I'll share what is salt, salt versus sodium, sodium and blood pressure, added salt and blood pressure, prepared foods and sodium, and a DASH diet, sodium and blood pressure. To most people, salt is a flavor enhancer and preservative. Chemically, salts are molecules made of cations and anions with a neutral electric charge. The most common consumer salt is sodium chloride. While potassium chloride is sold as a salt substitute, chemically it is also a salt. Several viewers have commented that a high-salt diet does not increase blood pressure. There is some truth to that comment for most people with healthy kidneys. Healthy kidneys removes excess blood sodium. Salt provides the essential minerals sodium and chloride. Most foods have small amounts of naturally occurring salt. A 4-ounce serving of beetroot has about 90 milligrams of sodium. 1 cup of cow's milk, about 100 milligrams of sodium. For most people, the problem is not naturally occurring sodium. The problem is a diet of high-sodium prepared foods. Edible sodium chloride includes table salt, kosher, sea salt, Himalayan, curing, and pickling. Table salt is refined rock salt. It is 100% salt. Some include the essential micronutrient iodine. Some salts, like sea salt and Himalayan salt, are marketed as healthier alternatives to table salt due to trace minerals. The amount of trace minerals is so small, the risks associated with high-salt diets outweigh the benefits. 1 teaspoon of this sea salt provides 2,400 milligrams of sodium and only 4 milligrams of potassium. A person with impaired kidney function can develop life-threatening levels of sodium and other nutrients. If your kidneys cannot remove excess blood sodium, the alternative is increasing blood plasma to dilute the amount of sodium. Normal blood sodium level is between 135 to 145 millimoles per liter. Increasing blood volume to dilute blood sodium can increase blood pressure. How much of an effect a high-sodium diet will have on an individual's blood pressure varies based on their overall health. The risk is lower for people with no family history of high blood pressure, and higher for people with a family history of high blood pressure or chronic kidney disease. Unlike natural foods, most prepared foods have 2 types of salt, naturally occurring and added. Home-cooked meals made with minimally processed foods usually have less salt than prepared foods. While most diet experts recommend limiting added sodium to 2,300 milligrams a day, Americans average about 3,400 milligrams a day. 2,300 milligrams is the approximate amount in 1 teaspoon of salt. All sodium chloride salts are about 40% sodium. 1 teaspoon has about 2,400 milligrams of sodium and 3,600 milligrams of chloride. I have never had high blood pressure and average about 1 pound of kosher salt a year. That is equal to about 91,000 milligrams of sodium or 250 milligrams of added sodium a day. Some people claim low-sodium diets are unhealthy, even deadly. What they claim is not important. What is important is your health. With my low sodium diet, my blood sodium level is within the normal range. Averaging 250 milligrams a day of added sodium from salt is not the same as total added sodium. And total sodium equals natural sodium plus added sodium. Many prepared foods, like this canned soup, are high sodium foods. And like most people, I eat prepared and restaurant foods. While I may add about 250 milligrams of sodium a day from salt, my total dietary sodium is much higher. In the U.S., less than 30% of added sodium comes from home-cooked foods, and more than 70% from prepared and restaurant foods. For home cooking, sodium comes from 3 sources: salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Sodium in prepared foods come from dozens of additional sources. While most prepared foods list the amount of sodium, most restaurant menus do not. Just one restaurant meal can provide a day's worth of added sodium. People claiming sodium does not affect blood pressure either ignore or have not researched the DASH diet. DASH is the acronym for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. Hypertension is the medical term for high blood pressure. An estimated 45% of adult Americans have high blood pressure, and only about 25% have it under control. High blood pressure is called a silent killer because usually there are no symptoms until a person has a heart attack or stroke. Many risk factors contribute to having high blood pressure. 2 risk factors most people can control is diet and physical activities. DASH diets limit added sodium to 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams a day. By comparison, this one meal has about 2,500 milligrams of sodium. Features of a DASH diet are less sodium, high in potassium, calcium, magnesium, fiber and protein, low in saturated fat, and similar to a Mediterranean-style diet. Eating a DASH or other low-sodium, high-plant food diet could prevent a lifetime dependency on blood pressure medications. Some takeaways from this video are that over 70% of added sodium comes from processed and restaurant foods, and some people eating a high-sodium diet increase their risk of developing high blood pressure. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching, and healthy eating.